Well, there you saw the time. Here it is, 2 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, March 8th here, getting ready to make some tea, or so I thought I was. So I went over to my magic burner, which you can see is now no longer a burner. Because if you look carefully here, you see a big divot that exploded out of the heating element. And what it did when it did that was, said he panning around driving people nuts. I'm doing the very thing that drives me nuts on people's videos. Oh look, see, here's the remnant of the clean out from that thing. You can see daylight through the bottom of the pan. It's sort of, where is it? Kind of welded a hole right through that pan. So much for the Grand Gourmet. So I'm down to a 2-burner stove now here. Had to resort to actually using a tea kettle thing here. I might have to pop for a new stove at some point. I really only use 2 burners at any one time, at the most anyway, but you know, this is getting a little out of hand, frankly. Yeah, just you know, couldn't sleep, so I thought I'll come out and make some tea and go right back to bed. No, that's not what happened. I can't attribute to anything. It wasn't like there was a chunk of old dried crud on that burner or anything. I tend to keep the burners fairly well wiped down. I don't mess around with them. Yeah, it was like an arc welding. It's like, you know, it's like being around one of these arc welding things that, you know, guys will use out in their barns, you know, to repair equipment. Paul's dad had one of those 440 volt electric welding things. It's always very impressive to see him in action using that. Okay, well, please, thank God the place didn't catch on fire. You know, it could have. I was surprised it didn't flip the circuit breaker for the stove down at the circuit breaker box. I had when that first other big burner that you saw, where I keep the dinner plate with all the cruddy tools on it. When that thing blew out, back actually, where the burner plugs in, and it flipped the main breaker to the house. It flipped the 200 amp breaker to the house. Needless to say, it also flipped the 40 amp breaker to the stove. But this one didn't flip the breaker to the stove. I'm sure they have, each one of those burners is on a separate fused circuit. Well, very clearly, because the front left one there didn't offer to come on at all. So, it was just a matter. It was just a matter of time. I wasn't thinking the burner itself would blow up, but one of these things back where the connection is. But, all right. So my tea's getting ready. I could have my tea now. So bye bye. Always something on the island of tea.